Hey everyone, what's going on? This is Ben, your agent with Aguilar Realty Group, powered by eXp Realty. I'm super excited today. We have my friend Greg Chin, all the way from Vegas. You know him as Greg.Vegas. And also, Hector Aguilar is not able to make it today, but that's okay. We're going to make this day fantastic, right, Greg?
Absolutely. We're going to make it a fantastic the next 30 minutes and provide hopefully lots of value. So stay for a little bit. And I think a lot of people will learn a little bit something new.
Absolutely. Let me tell you guys about Greg and why I'm so happy he's here and so thankful to take his time to meet with us today. Greg, if you don't know, he has over 142,000 followers on TikTok. He has over 30,000 followers on Instagram. So this guy is not new to the game. He knows exactly what he's going to talk about today on how to navigate social media in 2022. So, Greg, go ahead. I'm going to give you the floor.
All right. So before we get started, I think part of enjoying being on social media, using it as a marketing tool, is that you have to learn the rules. So we're going to talk about a few topics about really understanding what the prospecting customer client process really looks like, the different style of content, the different categories of content, three characteristics that each piece of content should entail, and I will wrap it up with 9 ways to navigate social media to maximum growth in 2022. So should we get started?
That's great. Let's go.
Okay.
So understanding the rules to enjoying the game? What does that look like, Greg?
So you have to understand the platforms, and the only way you can enjoy and understand the rules of the platform is being on the platform. The idea of being on, let's say, TikTok is amazing, but that's just an idea. Unless you download the app, participate, and learn the rules, we can't necessarily enjoy the game. So I use, Super Bowl coming around. If you don't understand the rules of football, you're not going to enjoy the Super Bowl when they're the final 2 teams, right? You might enjoy the commercials, but you're not going to enjoy the game. So you have to understand the rules to enjoy the game.
What are a couple rules that you can that you're going to share today?
I think a couple rules is the first rule: you have to understand that social media doesn't know where you are. Doesn't know where you are. You can't just say, "Hey, I'm in Las Vegas." Put Las Vegas in my bio, and social media knows, "Hey, I'm going to send Greg everyone that lives in Las Vegas." Just doesn't work that way, right? Another rule about that is that everything that you put out is going to attract what you are going to want. So let's just say if you want to attract a higher level of clientele, let's say luxury space. I don't think a luxury client is going to be interested in first-time homebuyer programs. They're likely to have already owned homes. Just a couple rules there. I want to talk a little bit about the prospecting, the customer, and the client process. Why that is so important is, in order for you to have clients, you need to have customers. I think if you are brand new to real estate, you remember taking classes, with your local school, learning, hey, a customer is someone that's going to ask you questions about real estate, will never spend $1 with you, but a customer will. So we have to understand that on social media, in order to get clients, you need to have customers. And in order to have customers, you have to be prospecting. That goes also along with, how do you structure your day? So if you have to structure your day like your business, knowing that in order to get clients, you have to get customers. In order to get customers, you have to prospect. You need to be prospecting first in your day. because without that prospecting, you're not going to have any emails for customers to answer. You're not going to have
Yes.
any clients that you need to take out or list homes with. So
Yes.
that is the prospecting customer client process everyone should know about when thinking about their business themselves. So that's just a baseline that I like to always share with my realtor friends and colleagues.
And how are you prospecting with social media? I know it's not in the notes, but how are some ways that you use prospecting for social media?
My business comes from 100% social media. Prospecting is having the right conversation with your audience. Someone that is willing to engage with you is not a client. However, someone that is going to come into your social media, think about your social media as your favorite coffee shop. Let's just say Starbucks, right? You go into Starbucks once, the baristas aren't going to remember you. But if you go in there every single day, order something pretty much the same every single day, they're going to know your drink and know your name before you even know theirs.
So
That's
I have to interject.
yeah.
I love that you said this because when at the point where you go every day at the same place so they get to know, like, and trust you, when do you go, hey, I have a social media IG, or is it vice versa? Hey, Greg, I see you here every day. When do you get to the point of maybe filming like you do a video for their business, or when do you ask that part?
I don't ask. I just start filming.
I
If
love
I'm
that.
going into a restaurant that I love, I'm just documenting something that I love. I may not be doing voiceovers at the restaurant, but shooting my favorite dish, what the ambiance is like, what the experience is like, is the very first step. But let's just say you go into your favorite place, right? You're like, oh, I'm really nervous. Kind of should I shoot here? I'm like, why not? The next table has their phone out. The next
Yeah,
table has their phone out. So
yeah.
you're just really being part of the experience. So I like to
Ah,
say, you don't need to ask. You don't need to ask. You're paying for your meal for $20. Amazing. So let's get $20 worth of content that
but
is hopefully going to attract customers and clients to use you as a real estate agent.
but what about those amazing videos that people will see on your IG, Greg, or your TikTok, when you're kind of behind the scenes, like the coffee one? Like you're able to see them roasting coffee, things like that. Like, when do you go about that part? Like, that's the really good. I love it.
It is
So
all through editing. So the latest video that I did was for Vesta Coffee here in Las Vegas, in downtown Las Vegas, in the Art District. The roast,
fantastic, by the way.
the roast part is something that everyone can see, and I just use my Zoom. Literally, I think I use 6 Zoom in to get everything that I need. So it's not about like, hey, if you want to ask because of the pandemic and because of health, a lot of times the restaurant owners don't want to invite you back there. Unless it's for official business, they don't invite you back into the kitchen. So you have to improvise. So it's not about what you see. You think you're getting the behind the scenes and something extra, but you're actually just paying attention. You're really paying attention to where can you find the value in the business establishment, whether it's showing a process that they do, whether it's showing the different pastries that they do at the restaurant or at the coffee shop. Think
Yeah,
about it and just pay attention to this. Great question,
awesome.
man.
Thank you. And let's go to 3 content learning styles.
Yeah, so learning styles is super, super important when prospecting on social media. As we know, people are visual learners, they are
Yes.
auditory, meaning they listen, or they are reading, written. So when you think about visual, a photo is only going to satisfy that and not necessarily the auditory or the written. A video is going to satisfy visual and auditory. And how does written or reading take place from a learning style? It's within your description.
Okay.
Everything that you describe, you should also describe in your description, because there are different types of clients out there that may be loving the details, that may be just wanting the good energy that hey, we want to work with you because you are very optimistic and enthusiastic about everything you do. So the three examples, visual, you can do a post, a static post of a photo. Auditory, and blending visual and auditory is a form of video, which is very, very popular. If you are going onto Instagram right now, you can scroll 10 times. I want to say probably 7 to 8 of them are some type of a video. And when I say
Right.
video, it's not a slideshow video. It's an actual video that makes you feel very engaged and very part of the experience.
Yeah, I think Instagram has switched it up a lot from all video and less photos. So I see what you mean by that.
And it's important to build trust with your audience. For
Yeah,
example, if you are using a funny soundtrack or a music soundtrack, how
yeah.
are you going to build your credibility as an
Mm,
agent? If you don't say anything and you have someone else say something for you, you're there for just really entertainment. But
yeah.
how you build trust and credibility, I think I'm jumping around and I'm actually getting ahead of myself. But how you build trust and credibility is showing your face and allowing your audience to hear your voice.
Okay, so let's jump to the three categories for memorable content.
All right. If you want memorable content, it can fall within these three categories:
Okay.
entertainment, education, or emotion provoking.
Ooh. Okay.
Entertainment, right? Let's talk about entertainment. Your goal is not to be funny. Your goal is to satisfy what your audience is looking for an enjoyment. Because some people go on social media for aspiration, for clarity, for humor, or maybe just to learn, right? Which is number
Yeah.
two, education. This allows your audience to remember the learnings while viewing your content. So you're going
Okay.
to have very educational content that people remember, the learnings. Don't go super literal. It's like, this is what a first time home buyer needs to do, what a first time home seller needs to do. Don't go literally translate that. But what is the learning by viewing or seeing your content? The last
Okay.
piece is emotion provoking. It triggers. When you trigger an emotion, it's either happy or not happy.
Yeah.
It's either ooh or not so ooh. It can be that's gross or that's not that gross. It gives the audience, your audience, a point of interaction with you. If you're looking for more engagement, you can find it within these three categories. Be entertaining as content that is entertainment. Number two, educational, teach them something.
Yeah.
Oh, I think what doesn't work is here are the top three things that you need to know, because that is social media before pandemic that existed. It does not work the same way because people don't want to be told what are the top three. No, we can
Oh,
we can um, we can find that information out. Like we can search for it. But the emotion provoking part is how do you tap in to the emotion of the audience, and that audience is going to be very, very different depending on how you build your social media. You can build it in a negative way. There are people that are going to want something from you on social media,
yes.
and the one thing I don't do on a regular basis that I see some business owners do is, oh, I'm doing a giveaway this week, free donuts at my business establishment. Or, hey, I'm going to give a $25 gift card to someone that I'm following. You're building an audience that is expecting freebies from you. And as we all know in real estate, there are no freebies.
Yes.
There's always a cost to the value and the service that we all provide. So
Yeah.
if you are going to put out giveaways and freebies left and right to build your audience, aren't you just building the wrong audience? You're building an
Yes.
audience that just wants freebies. Not
Takers. Just take,
takers.
take, take.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So,
Great. Great point. So it goes to our next topic is three characteristics of each content.
yeah. So, this is the 3 R's.
Okay.
Your content, every piece of content should be relevant, relatable, and rich in value. I'll dig down a little bit into relevance. During the late summers, there was a Netflix show that was called Squid Game. Did you watch it, Ben?
No, but I
Okay,
heard about
but
it.
there was a Netflix show that was
Yeah,
very popularized by uh, Netflix,
yeah.
and a lot of people posted a lot on social media. It was
Uh-huh.
relevant because that was popular entertainment of that time.
Yeah.
If I posted it about now, nobody would care because
Yeah.
the heat of the moment, the season has already lapsed. So
Yes.
it's important to have relevance. It's kind of thinking, hey, do you post about Valentine's Day content after Valentine's? Not really.
No. Yeah.
I started posting Valentine's Day content about my city January 2nd. Why?
Yeah.
Because that was the next major holiday.
Yeah.
And I want to warm up my social media and allow my audience to fall in love with me.
Okay.
And
Okay.
if anyone says, "Oh, how's your, social media calendar?" Just go to your favorite grocery store in the seasonal aisle. If there's an Easter basket, that means you need to be doing Easter or any content related to that, right? If
Yeah.
there is a barbecue and outdoor, talk about the season changing and what that means really for your city. So your grocery store actually gives you a lot of hints on what type of content you should be putting out.
How's that relate? Can you help me? I'm still trying to understand how that seasonal relates to characteristics. That's just one characteristic, right?
Yeah, so that is just being relevant. If
Got
you
it.
are ahead on Valentine's Day, if you are wanting to get into that steakhouse, that popular steakhouse in your city, most
Yeah.
likely it may already have lots of reservations for a special day. You may have to book it out a month in advance. Why is that
Yes.
relevant? Because people are already doing research. You don't think people are doing research, but people are doing research. People
Okay.
plan for vacations ahead of time. They just don't say, wing it and go to Vegas, right? A lot of people, some people do. So it's important
I
that
do.
you leverage and understand your relevance in your content. You wouldn't necessarily do Christmas content in January, but you may be ahead of schedule, right?
Mm,
Being ahead of schedule just shows that you are planning for your audience and what your audience wants.
gotcha.
The
Gotcha.
second characteristic is being relatable. And this comes over time. Your followers, your following, your audience is going to be relating to you because of you, not the way that you dress, the way that you look, but because of you, your personality.
Mm,
Every friend that we have was a stranger at one point.
right.
Apply that logic to social media, you will see social media in a different light. The last one, rich in value. What By seeing this, what should I know? What should I know that I may not know?
Yeah.
In order for you to gain more of a following or an audience, you have to treat everyone viewing your video like if they're viewing it for the first time.
Ah,
So, rich in value could be sharing, hey, these are the hours of this business establishment.
yeah.
I shared a restaurant. It was called Black Mountain Grill. It is a 24/7 bar and grill with poker machines on the bar, but inside it was really nice. It was like a ski lodge. And by sharing that this is actually 24/7 at the base of luxury properties, it
Yeah.
made people think. And that video did very, very well. The owners of the restaurant actually reached out to me personally, thanking me. And
No.
it goes back to like, do you ask for permission? No, you do it no matter what. You don't say, oh, I want to. Just think about it. If you are into supporting your local community and you do community service and you're helping a local nonprofit, yes, you have to sign up, but like you still have to show up and do it. You're not going to
Yeah.
say, oh, can I do this? No, they want your help. You're there to help. So
Yes.
being rich in value and just not asking too much, unless you're trying to get them to pay you money, which don't worry about that. It's If we want people to refer us business, we also have to do the referring ourselves. And if that is a restaurant, great, start practicing.
Love it. I love it. I love it. Now, I love that because to your point, Greg, you taught me some rich value content, which is the one that I did really well with Costco. And a lot of people don't know about Costco and how much value and things that people don't know about Costco. So make sure you hop on Greg's IG and or my IG to see that because man, there's a lot of stuff, right, Greg? And I mean,
Yeah,
it's amazing.
and why
Air,
Costco?
free air. Like I didn't know that.
Yeah, so for myself, I use Costco as a pillar of content, is because if you dig down just a little deeper, the average customer of Costco is a 39-year-old Asian American female that makes $125,000 a year.
Wow.
That is the average. If
Wow.
that is what you would like as a client in real estate, why not use another brand to leverage that audience? Because
Yes.
based off of the number of memberships that Costco has, 1 out of 3 Americans have a Costco card.
Wow. So
Oh, it's
so that's a nugget, guys. I hope you wrote down that nugget right there. I'm telling you. Now we're going to go into the 9 ways to navigate social media to maximize your growth. Go
so
for it.
the, yeah, these are 9 things if you are starting on your journey or you're looking to re-energize. Here are 9 things that I think are kind of must-dos to help navigate it this
Yes.
2022. Number 1, get on TikTok, y'all. Like, I don't care, don't get it, get on it, because you know what? I didn't get YouTube when YouTube first got out, but now I understand YouTube, right? Don't
Yes.
be the late adopter, be the early adopter. So get on TikTok. Why? Because TikTok is the #1 social media app, followed by YouTube, followed by Instagram, followed by Facebook. If you have to start in whatever pole position of a NASCAR race, I would rather start in first place, which is TikTok.
Nice.
Number 2, it ties to number 1. Learn to make videos. Just
Mm,
learn. Learning
yeah.
is part of the journey.
And before I stop you there, okay, I just did a video on how to make YouTube, but let me ask your personal experience on how did you learn? Like, what was your way of learning? Give
Yeah.
us a little feedback.
My learning curve, I
Yeah.
did 30 days of dance on TikTok
No way.
in April of 2020, because that's when I actually got on to just play around with it. But
Yeah.
because I danced for 30 days, I knew how to find the music. I
Okay.
knew what the buttons were. I know how to post. I knew how to get the frequency. I knew how to read the statistics. Because doing something for 30 days, if you're an athlete that says, hey, I want to have six-pack abs, they're coming in. But I'm pretty sure if you consistently do that exact same workout within 30 days, you're going to see those abs. And you can see the results that you're looking for. So
I love it.
how did I learn? By just participating. Nobody wanted to play with me at that point. I'm like, I want to get on TikTok. Everyone's like, okay, go for it. And that's it. you know, okay.
Wow.
Uh, Getting back, number 3, in making videos, keep them short. Why are people thinking, oh, it's so hard? Because they think they have to make a 10-minute video on YouTube. On TikTok and other short format videos, 15 to 30 seconds.
Okay.
Number 4, show your face, use your voice. Build trust through your face, because when they can see you, I trust that you're real. Credibility comes from what you say. And it's not about real estate. They want to just hear how you share experiences. I
Okay.
work with listings, and with listings, you are talking with homeowners. So, how are you going to convey that your value is there? You have to use your voice. You can't rely on Siri voice or whatever voice that a social media platform has to help sell you and land you those contracts.
Awesome.
Number 5, schedule time for prospecting. Right now, if you are on, you may say to Ben and I, it's like, hey, I'm already on social media. How are you on social media? You're probably going on throughout the day, checking how many followers you have, how many likes and follows. That is not how you prospect. prospecting is creating a video during your prospecting time, because that video that may take you an hour, 2 hours to produce may be seen by more people than you can actually talk to in a day.
That's
On
key.
TikTok, if someone views your video for 3 seconds, it counts as a view. So when that counts as a view, is as good as cold calling and saying, "Hi, my name is Ben. I'm a real estate agent." Or door knocking, "Hi, my name is Ben. I'm a real estate agent in the area." And someone slamming the door in front of you or hanging up on you. But they know who you are.
Yeah.
So don't get discouraged if you only have like 100 views for a video. Those are 100 people you did not even know existed that watched your video for a minimum of 3 seconds.
Wow.
So set time for prospecting, because prospecting, that one video, when you put down the phone, when you stop walking neighborhoods, that video continues to work for you. As one of the richest men in the US, Warren Buffett says, if you don't find a way to make money while you're asleep, you will work every single day of your life.
Good point. Good point right there. I love that. I love that. Yeah. I mean, and it's fun, right? I mean, it's way better than door knocking. It's better than cold calling. I mean, I've done both, and then here we are in this informational age where you can have fun while you're prospecting, and real estate's got to be fun or else you won't do it, so
real estate has to be fun, work has to be fun, because
yeah.
we are our own leaders, we're our own bosses. You have to be able to enjoy what you do, and I enjoy what I do. And before we got on, I literally had a lunch meeting, fumbling around in my car. I'm in my car doing this live right now with Ben. But you have to maximize your time. If you are not setting time up for prospecting, you don't know when you have free time to answer emails, have meetings, do business generating activities that will generate business. So kind of keep that thought in your head.
So right now we're prospecting, right, Greg?
We're totally prospecting. Right now I'm prospecting with Ben, because on social media it's us sharing knowledge.
Exactly.
I want people to remember, hi, my name is Greg. I'm a local real estate agent in Las Vegas and Henderson. Yeah. I want to make sure that people, when they watch this video, if they're watching all the way through, hey, they don't forget about Greg, right?
Yes.
But talk about repurposing content. I say have a cadence, develop content for 3 months, and repurpose it. You're likely going to be able to repurpose 66%, so 2/3 of your content the following month. People will not remember it, because I can't remember what I just ate for lunch, let alone how am I going to remember my own videos that I reposted.
Yeah.
You think people are watching you that closely? They're probably not. They're not your mom. They're not your family.
Yeah.
Repurpose content. You're not going to repurpose any content that is time sensitive, meaning like Valentine's Day is coming up. You're not going to repurpose Valentine's Day content in 3 months, but you may use the same video, but different wording and scripting.
Yes.
Instead of saying, are you looking for a steakhouse for Valentine's Day? You can say, are you looking for a steakhouse for Father's Day?
Yeah.
Same content, different delivery, different intent.
That's good.
Number 7, focus on engaging with your audience. You have to engage, you have to play. If you don't engage and if you don't play with them, you learn the rules, but you have to play, meaning you have to comment back. You have to talk with them. You have to have conversations like they are your friends, because they are your friends. Friends use friends in real estate transactions because they know, love, and trust you.
On this note, let me ask you something. Have you been using your lives as an engagement? Because a lot of people just use live just to when they have free time, but you use it strategically, right?
I do. I go on my lives, and Ben have been, peeking through. But when I go on my lives, it's to interact by saying good morning, good afternoon, sharing what I'm drinking, sharing the current events. Is just to entertain. Imagine if your content are commercials to your live, and people are actually tuning into your live because of that.
Love it. Love it. Thank you. Thank you.
Last two things. Number 8, focus and niche down. Why? Because
Yeah.
if you are sharing a gazillion things, you have no focus. That's like going into, you love Starbucks, but you're going to a different Starbucks every single time. Do you think they're going to remember you? Absolutely not.
No.
So find your favorite Starbucks, get the same drink, and maybe you become one of their favorite customers.
Yes.
And the
Yes.
last thing, be authentic. Authenticity will show up. Authenticity will be only something that you can share. My authenticity looks very different than Ben's authenticity. And also, being authentic is easier to replicate. When you feel like you have to dress up to be on camera, you have to put on a mask to be this persona on social media, that is energy wasted. So I shared with a lot of people during last summer, I shaved my head because you know what? I spent a lot of time fixing up my hair, I remember. And I was like, it's hot. I don't really want to do that. So I shaved my head. It saved me maybe a good minute and a half every single day throughout the day to fix my hair. But because without that, I didn't see it as an obstacle. Those extra minutes allow me to grow significantly on social media. So it's not about what you look, it's about the value that you provide to your audience.
Fantastic. Oh my goodness. Ah, man, those were gems been dropped from the sky. I'm telling y'all. I hope you got a lot of notes. I have a couple comments, Greg, that I want to share with you here that people put. One gentleman, man, he put a lot of different comments. He's just Sam. I don't know if you heard of Sam661.
Sam, oh my God,
Yeah.
how's it going?
Yeah, so he said, hi, Greg. Hi, Greg. Hi, Ben. How are you guys? I mean, all the hearts to us, love Nietzsche. This is awesome. And thank you guys and all the diamonds in the skies here. So we are, we are appreciate, your wealth of knowledge. I mean, you guys need to stop and maybe, drop some comments that wasn't mentioned or was mentioned that helped you and gave you a lot of value on this StreamYard today. We will go over that and, maybe make another one if you're down, Greg, and
Yeah, absolutely.
you want to give people maybe a quick fire of a quick action on what to do after they hear all this amazing, valuable information.
What you need to do is bookmark and save this video so that you can refer back to it in
Yes.
next week because there's a lot of information to digest. Think about how you're going to do social media a little bit differently, how you're going to navigate. If you are watching this as a replay, literally put down in the comments that you're seeing it as a replay and that you saw something different. Oh my God. So Ben, I actually got to get going because I have a client meeting.
Thank you for showing up, Greg. You have a great day. Thank you so much. Take care.
Hey, Eric.
All right, guys. So that goes for our meeting with Greg. He's a super busy man, but he has shared some awesome nuggets navigating social media today in 2022. I'm your host. I'm your friend, Ben, your agent with Aguilar Realty Group, with eXp Realty, and Hector Aguilar. We are so grateful every week for coming to our live broadcast here and just joining us for weekly content. Hope we give you a lot of value every single week. And if there's something you want to share with us, we love to hear it. If you're a buyer or a seller in the market and need help from us, we use social media to help sellers get the best top dollar and buyers to put them in position to find the best home. So here's some last comments that were put on here. Shala, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for coming on. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you have any questions, again, right on the bottom is our number. Please reach out to us. You guys have a great day, and we'll see you next week. Take care now.